Welcome everybody back. I'm Frosted Fricks, and you can tell with the camera change, we're about to talk about something a little serious. And it's a question that a lot of people have had for quite some time, and I want to start it off going from the beginning. Once upon a time, there used to be these channel reviews on my channel, and I started it to help out the YouTube community. When I first started YouTube, it wasn't an easy chore. I had to actually look up everything, learn everything, and no one was there to actually point me in a direction or steer me in the right way. I had a lot of people constantly tell me, figure it out yourself. So I did. I ended up learning a lot of things about the algorithm. I ended up learning a lot about how thumbnails should be. I've learned so much from great minds and individuals, and I decided to pass that along. So I started to channel reviews. At first, it started off as a text-based format. So someone would say, hey, what do you think of my channel? In like a comment section on someone else's channel, and I'd actually give them a detailed description of why. Usually it's a wall of text anywhere between a paragraph to almost 6 or 7, depending on how many points I wanted to talk on. Now that became tedious after a while, so what I turned it into was an audio-visual type of thing. So I started doing a live stream and helping people out live, get their channels going and get them at least to 100 subscribers. My objective was to get most of the channels that I reviewed was up to 100 subscribers. That's just to get you rolling. That's what it was to begin with, was just to get the ball rolling for people. And then, in most cases, a lot of the people who actually took my advice and started rolling forward with it became very successful. I even had already successful channels come to the channel to get their channel reviewed for me to find anything they could work on. And it actually helped them. In the most part, it actually helped them. Now then, let's flash forward about 2 years after me starting this. It got picked up by my network. They wanted me to do it for them. It got picked up by another network. They wanted me to do it for them. So I was doing live channel reviews 3 times a week. And you can imagine after a while, it started wearing me out. So what did I do? I took a little bit of a break. I needed the break. But during this break, I would start focusing more on my channel because unfortunately doing the live channel reviews so many times in a week, my content was actually starting to suffer. And I didn't like that. I wanted to actually focus on my channel for a little while. But it seemed even during my sabbatical that individuals were still contacting me for channel reviews, either DMs, PMs, you name it. I got contacted all the time. I even had people go as far as contact my personal Facebook, the one that's not even attached to my channel, to ask me for a channel review. I had people actually DM me on Instagram to try to get me to review their channels. And I had explained to them, like, listen, I'm on a little break, and when I get back, you'll all know. So after my break, I decided to come back for a little bit just to test the waters, if you would. And it was still the same community as it was, but things started to dawn on me. I was getting subscribers from the channel reviews, which was fine and dandy, but I noticed I never got the chance to see them again after that. They never left a comment, they never watched any of the videos, and they never came back. So I had a bunch of dead subscribers, and that's when it started dawning on me that the channel reviews turned into something that I didn't want it to be. People were utilizing my channel reviews for a shout out. I don't do shout-outs like that. If you're a deserving channel, I will shout you out. Especially if you helped me in any sort of way, you'll always get a shout-out. But people were abusing my channel reviews and utilizing them as personal shout-out segments, and they weren't. That's not what they were meant to be. And it started becoming very apparent after a while. And then we would go over these channels that I would open it and immediately know that they're not here for a channel review. They're here to get their channel pushed forward. In a lot of cases, there was people that I would go over and their content would be very copyrighted content that would belong to other people. And it would upset me. And then after I explained to them why that wasn't a great thing, they would obviously push back and argue with me. But what drove me to an ultimate decision was I couldn't handle the pressure of constantly being on 3 different platforms at any point in time. And I said, listen, I'm stopping the channel reviews. And then when I did, the requests for channel reviews started coming in even heavier. I was getting Again, I was getting private messages on Discord, I was getting messages on Twitter, I was getting messages on Instagram, and I had to actually private my Discord for a while because I couldn't handle the messages constantly coming in. And again, people hunted me down on my personal Facebook to get me to review their channels. And as it became very apparent, I was only being used for the channel reviews. No one cared about the content that I created, and I didn't like that. So that's why I didn't do the channel reviews anymore. But less than a month after all of this, I created a video that literally took me about a month to make. I had to do research. I had to look up different information. I had to write a script. I did the recording. This took a while to make. I put up the video, which, by the way, was a very successful video. I put up the video, and the first comment I got on it was, "When's the next channel review?" And I had seen this comment, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't like it. I didn't like that my video that I worked so hard on was immediately dismissed for a channel review. That made me feel so used, and I'm not lying about that. That made me absolutely feel like what I did didn't matter. And I'm not a channel review channel. I'm not. I am far from a channel review channel. Unfortunately, even though if that's what YouTube wants to show you when you type in my name on YouTube, they show all the channel reviews I've done, because again, it was made to help the community. I'm not a review channel. I'm an entertainer. It's what I've been. It's what I've always been. And unfortunately, I feel like a lot of individuals lost track of that. A lot of individuals didn't care actually about that. They're like, shut up and give me my review. And I'm not that type of person to take that. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate. So, from here on out, in answer to the question, when's the next channel review, you're going to be linked this video. I don't know when the next channel review actually will be, but for right now, it's a no. I'm not going to be doing one for a while. But what I want to do is utilize this negative thing and make it positive once again. What I want to do is give back to not just the YouTube community, but a local community as well. So what I want to do is next time I do a channel review, it's going to be for charity. And in order to get a channel review, you'll have to donate to a charity of my choice. That way, most parties benefit. I know I might not benefit 100%, but I know that at least the community around me will benefit. And that's what matters most to me. So next channel review I do, and again, I don't know when, but the next channel review I do will be a charity live stream channel review. So in order for me to go over your channel, you'll have to donate at least probably a minimum of $5 to a local charity of my choosing. Again, I don't know when it's going to be. I know it sounds cruel, it sounds selfish, but in a lot of ways, this channel review thing turned into a cruel, selfish thing that a lot of people ended up abusing. And unfortunately, we had to bring it to this point. And I do apologize for those of you who I have helped in the past. And I don't want you guys to think differently of me. Honestly, I don't. I would expect those who I've done channel reviews on not to toss me aside because I stopped doing channel reviews all at once. Because then that really kind of tells me where your mindset was with my channel to begin with. And I hope it's not that. So I thank you guys very much for watching. I hope most of you understand, and if you do, please tell me. If you don't, please leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'll be more happy to talk with it about you. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell icon, leave a like. I know I'm probably not going to get the most likes on this video, but this is how I am. I'm a straight shooter, and I always have been. I don't fluff anything, and you're going to know exactly how I feel at any point in time. And that's how it's going to be. So I thank you guys very much for watching, and I thank you very much for following along. You guys have been great and fantastic, and for the last few years, very lovely. And as usual, as always, my friends, stay frosty. Look forward to my next content. At least I hope you do. And keep moving forward.